Hello, I am PJ, and today we're going to be learning a little bit of sign language. Now, I apologize, I cannot speak fluently. I am currently teaching myself sign language, and I'm only like 2 hours in. So, first off, I thought this would be a great idea for ASMR just because it's relaxing, it's informative, and it also is hand movements. So, I'm learning what is called ASL, which is American Sign Language, because for every single country there is different signs for every single letter and words, and it's just completely different. So I apologize if you're from, the UK or any other place. Still though, this should be a very nice and relaxing video for you. I'm also trying to teach myself Spanish, but that's a whole other story. So, I have a little bit planned for us here. Like I said, I've been practicing. I have to refer to my sheets, but let's see. I know a little bit of sign language. Now, right off the bat, you'll notice, no, I'm not doing it improperly. I did skip a few words, so I know I skipped the word little, and then of sign, so I skipped of as well, and that is very common. I mean, if you want to be grammatically correct, you sign out the words, so you could use the letter A, I am, and then do that and work your way through. But because sign language is so many movements, it's very much condensed into as fast as it can possibly be. So you'll notice when I'm teaching you a few important phrases that there will be little gaps in the sentences, and don't freak out. That is very much normal. Alright, so first, of course, what we have to do is learn the alphabet in ASL, and I actually think it's very fun because it's something easy to learn. The letter A is this, you have the little stick and the little center part, and many of the letters just really make a lot of sense. And I'm starting off with sign language because I thought it would be a very nice starting block, a very nice new language to learn that, would just be useful at some point. And why not? So, let us learn the alphabet for ASL. Excuse me. It almost sounds like ASMR. But yeah, so the first letter is, of course, A. So you take your hand, put all your fingers down, and you put the thumb directly upwards. And like I said, you are pretty much making the letter A, and that works out very well. The next letter is, I believe, one or the only two letters that don't really look like what they're supposed to be. Maybe they do, but I don't really see it. And so it's the letter B, which is this. So all of your fingers are up and your thumb goes right into your palm. So yeah, I can't really tell where the letter B is unless it's this and then this. So a lowercase b. So yeah, so there's the letter A, there's the letter B, and then the next letter which is very easy, is of course the C. So all you do is this. It's literally a letter C, and it's very easy to do. Next, the letter D. So just as you would imagine, I just accidentally did the letter, what is it? F. Yeah. So they're a little bit alike, but trust me, it's easy. Relax. I found it's much easier to learn if you're not freaking out. Take it one by one. Just follow what I'm saying. Don't have to process it. Just there. So the letter D. Right there. Then the next letter is E, which you kind of put your thumb in and all of your fingers on top. I mean, you can kind of see a letter E when it's sideways, but you're supposed to hold it like this. Then the letter F, which is this. Oh, which is this. I mean, it sort of looks like an F, but not really. Then the letter G, which is this. There's a few forms of the letter G in ASL, but I like this one the most because it bridges very well. And so you have this one or this for G, and I don't know why, but like, you know, a letter G, it's a very high note, and so high is like, I don't know if that probably makes no sense, but whatever. So the G I use is one index finger out, palm like this, and you're just pointing away. Then the letter F is simply one more finger out, and this one of course makes a lot of sense. Then there is the letter I, which is your pinky. Everything else is held down. You're showing the letter I. And then I love how the letters transition, especially for the alphabet, but it's the letter J. So you use your pinky and you draw the letter J. It works out pretty well. The next letter is K. So it's this. I mean, it sort of looks like a K, like this. But yeah, you do sort of a peace sign, and your thumb goes in the middle. I'm just realizing now that I am not the best fit for sign language. I have very stumpy fingers, and I've always been awkward with intricate details. I just like big, normal movements. That's why I'm maybe picking it up, just so I can learn. And, you know, the more you do a movement, the better you get at it. And I'm hoping that happens. So yeah, so that is the letter K, and then the letter L, which, of course, makes a lot of sense. These are the next two letters that I really, really do like, and it's the letter M. And so you put your thumb right in between your index and your middle finger, and what that does is it creates the letter M, and that works out really well for the letter N following, because then you just have a letter N. And so M and M, and then the letter O, which is as easy as it looks. And then the one letter that makes sense but is a little bit tricky to grasp is the letter P. So I'll have to show it to you like this. You take your index finger out like this, and then your thumb over your middle finger. And what that does is you can sort of see a letter P. I don't know why this finger has to be out, but yeah, it's a letter P. And it's also awkward because you have to point out your hand like this rather than this. So if I'm ever doing it, I'm just going to do it like this. And hopefully they decipher what I'm trying to say. Then the letter Q, which is just that. Don't know why. I don't know, think of the little stump on the bottom of the Q. You're picking it out of the ground. It's pointing towards the ground. You're picking it up. You know. And then the letter F is this. You can have your thumb in or out. I like to have it in. And it's just crossing your fingers. That is the letter R. Then we have the letter S, which is very much so like letter A, but rather the fingers out in the front. And that's how you know it's the letter S. Then the letter T, which is this. Well, which I'm realizing now is a lot like the letter N, or M, sorry, except for the fact that you point it like this, because, you know, that changes it. You know, this is an M, and then this would be a T. So they're quite similar, but also quite opposite. And then you have the letter U, which is like this, just 2 fingers up, every other finger in the palm, and the thumb kind of just holds it all in place. Then you have the U. We just did the U. Then you have the V. This is the U, this is the V, and then you have the W. Makes a lot of sense. Then you have the X. It's a hook. It's like the Captain Hook, but more specifically, if you have 2 of them, you have an X. I mean, I guess you could kind of do that, but the sign is this. So this is an X. This is a Y, you know. Makes sense. You got the Y going here. Also, it's a pretty radical sign. And then the final one is the letter Z. You don't use it a lot, so they made it very simple to remember, just because you don't use it, I guess. So yeah, that's the whole alphabet. I'm going to go through it a little bit faster now. I'm going to try not looking at the sheet, even though I'm probably going to mess up somewhere. And I'm also using my left hand. Just if I use my right, it blocks the light and everything. Whatever, so let's go. I'll go a little bit slow for the sake of myself and yourself, and so just play along and relax. So A, B, C, D, oh no, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, yeah, B, Q, I don't want to look at the sheet. It's Q, Q, oh, R, R. Oh, see, now I've lost the trail of thought. So Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. And now I know my ABCs. And that's it. I messed up, but like I said, I've only been practicing now for like 2 hours. Really isn't that much for learning a new language, and I've already memorized pretty much the whole alphabet. It takes a little bit of extra computing power, but I get there. And then, yeah, it really isn't that hard. There's a few letters that don't make sense and are a little bit jumbled, but then there are many, many letters that flow very well together and overall make a lot of sense. So Now for the second portion, I wanted to teach you a little bit of some phrases. I have a sheet in front of me. Bear with me. It's very poorly organized. I was pretty much teaching myself and writing down what looks like what. I'm going to read them all and then maybe we'll put some sentences together and hopefully that'll be fun. Alright, so the first word is yes. And to do yes, very easy, yes. I should probably explain to you that in the sign language world, obviously you don't spell out every single letter and every single letter to make every single word, because then you'd be going crazy with your hand and nobody would understand what you're trying to say. That is why there is a hand signal for every single kind of word that you can use. And yeah, it's a matter of memorizing those, but really it's just more muscle memory than it is spatial memory. Is that what it's called? I mean, I guess just regular memory. Muscle memory is, of course, easier to learn. You just do it a few times and then your brain remembers this and this. And yeah, I guess you kind of picture the letter in your head too. So, the word yes is this. Think of it as a person nodding, so yes. And then no is this. No, no, no. So you're pretty much saying stop or no. This one doesn't really flow with any other questions, but I liked it. I liked how it worked. This is name. So you could go like, what is your, oh wait, no, that's your, and then you could go name. So what? Forgive me, Mr. Microphone. It's okay. I'm hoping that's good. So it's what's your name? And you tap your fingers twice for the word name. So that's it right there. I just thought of that sentence and made it as I went. That was pretty cool. Jesus, somebody is really stomping upstairs. Alright. Forgive me for that. Then the next phrase is how are you? So once again, you don't use the word are, you can spell it out and then so that'd be are. So you can definitely spell it out, but if you want to learn it not really properly, but the way that it's supposed to be said, you exclude most little filler letters because it makes sense, you know. Instead of saying how are you, you can just say how you. And then, you know, it just works. So to say the word how, you do this. It's almost like a heart, but just with the little top part. So how, and then you. Very easy. How you. How are you? How are you? Very easy. Kind of just works. Don't really know how this means how. I think like, you know, some kind of intricate like letter H would have made more sense, but whatever. Now the next sentence is thank you, and I like this one because of its simplicity, and it's simply thank you. Thank you. So that's all it is. It's chin towards the person, thanking you. That's all it is. Then the word good is from your heart to your palm. This means good. Just like that. So if somebody asks, you know, how are you? You can respond and say good. And also, I didn't write this down, but I believe this is fine. So, you know, if you're feeling very casual, you can just say fine. Or you can say good. Both work. whatever you're in the mood for. All right. Let's see, which one do I want to do next? Let's do sleep, sleep, sleep. And so what it is just this: sleep, sleep. Almost like you're a conductor in an orchestra and you're, everybody stop. Or you're an actress and really trying to get in the zone. It's just sleep. You're pulling down all of your fingers like you're pulling down a rope. That's all it is. Now, I love this one. It's what's. So I did it before. So what's your name? All that stuff. So this is what's. I show you the sheet of paper, but when I wrote what's and then equals sign hand boob. So you get the idea. You got it. You're a fast one. I get you. All right. Now, let's see what's the next one. Time. So time is this. So once again, you can go what's time, and that just means what's the time. And so it's very simple. Also, you should know that, I mean, it makes sense, but a lot of ASL or overall sign language is facial expression. So if you're saying what's, your eyebrow should be furrowed and downward. You should look confused. If you're saying time, time, it really just makes sense. If you're saying good, it means, you're happy, so good. It makes a bit of sense. Now, next one is nice. This is nice. So I'm going to try and figure this out now. Nice. I could do, two. Is there a word for meat? Yeah, meat. Index fingers up close. Oh, right. So you can go nice to meet you. There you go. So very easy. I kind of want to do it again. Nice to meet you. You'll notice my eyes kind of dart off. I'm not looking at cheat sheets. It's just I'm kind of picturing the signs floating around. Next sentence. Oh, this is a word I have a little star beside, just because you can tell people that you're deaf, or you can ask if someone else is deaf, and the sign for deaf is your index finger from your cheek down to your mouth. So it's like this. And you can act concerned. You can say I'm deaf, so I'm deaf. And it works really well. And then you can simply say, are you deaf? Or you can even spell it out. So do all that. Really, when you're speaking, I guess, to other people, you get comfortable with what they're comfortable with. So if they then like to spell, the letter R, or the words the in the filler, then you can do that as well. I'm probably over explaining that part. It's not even that complicated. Alright, now the next sentence is I understand. I'm gonna have to read this one because I forgot what it was. Index finger by the temple goes up. Oh, right. So I understand. It's almost like a light bulb going off. So I understand. Now, if you don't understand, what is this? Okay, so I don't understand. And there you go. So of course this means I. This is don't. So you're making the letter A and you're putting it up to your chin. So don't understand. Easy as that. I like how it kind of goes with the syllables too. Alright. Now, the next word is sorry. So, what is it? Fist, chest rub. All right. I love my explanations for this stuff. Fist, chest rub? Fist, chest rub. Yes, of course. That means sorry. So, this is sorry. And I didn't write this one down, but I know that this means, what was it? Sorry. This isn't thank you. No, thank you was this. Whatever. I'll learn it tomorrow. And I guess the last one is good night. So that is chest to palm. And, oh, okay. So, okay, so that's pretty simple. Sorry, I had to process what I wrote down, but like I said before, good is this. So good night. Good night. And then there's the word. Where was it? Sleep. So put the hand down. Man, I'm forgetting this so fast. But it's fun learning the little process. So, alright, yeah. So it's just good night. Oh, good night. Sleep. And then whatever the word for well is. You could always just go, well, yeah. Well. Oh, okay, 2 L's. I wonder how you specify 2 letters. Is it just boom, boom? Or is it boom, boom? I don't know. I guess I'll find out. Alright, so that is all. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much. Pew, pew. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little lesson. I know my sign language is very rough, and I wouldn't even say rusty because I never knew it. So forgive me for that. This was just supposed to be a nice little informative video. It has hand movements. It has a relaxing tone. I want to do almost like a series on this, not on even sign language, but simply on informative topics, because I find the most relaxing videos are the ones that have a very informative topic. So somebody can be talking about some kind of scientific matter or even some kind of history buff, and that really is relaxing. Maybe because teachers would teach you this kind of stuff and you zone out in class, or maybe just because listening to someone talk about something passionately is very calming. But yeah, that's all. I hope you enjoyed. I know this was very rough, but I love the topic and I kind of wanted to make it. I'm going to go back upstairs and just keep learning some more after uploading this video. Alright, thank you very much. That is hello, not goodbye, so I can't use that anymore. So yeah, was there a goodbye? I guess there is no goodbye, but this is good. And then bye could be that. Goodbye.